Now with a preview of tonight's game and a look at what's happening at the ballpark, it's time for the Ameren, Illinois and ActonEnergy.com pregame show. Let's send it down to the field and check in with the voice of the Chiefs, Nathan Believa.
Thank you, Brett, and we're kind of changing it up today. We're in the dugout, so we keep the equipment dry, keep the camera dry as well. Thank you for joining us here at Dozer Park this evening. Another homestand for the Chiefs, back from a trip to Burlington and Kane County, now ready to take on the same two teams here in Burlington and Kane County this week. The PeoriaMagazines.com interview today, I'm joined by Carson Kelly, who had a nice day up in Kane County yesterday. Unfortunately, the Chiefs lost, but Carson, you had a big day. I want to start on the defensive end because I know you're changing up to becoming a catcher, and you take a lot of pride in your defense. And a couple of big plays yesterday. You got the pickoff at third. You got the guy at the plate on a pitch in the dirt when he tried to score. When you get a play like that, is that almost as exciting and gratifying as getting a big hit?
Oh, definitely. I mean, doing anything you can to help out the team is a big priority for me. And coming up with that pickoff and throwing a couple of guys out, it's just a confidence booster, and it uplifts the team.
On the pickoff kind of set the stage there. We were up by a run, and it's second and third with one out, so it looks like they're going to tie the game. Getting that pickoff at third, it was a pitch in the dirt. You threw quick. What was the signal? How does Schultz know to sneak in behind the guy? What's going on there?
Well, that was just kind of an instinct thing. Schultz was there. I saw the guy actually tripped, so quick reaction and threw it down there, and I'm glad we got him.
Yeah, and then later you had, actually the inning before, you had the guy at the plate, and that was another play in the dirt where it looked like at first you didn't know where the ball was, and fortunately it was right by the plate. You found it, tagged him on the one.
Well, that was planned. You know, I thought I knew where it was, yeah. But and then we got him.
From my vantage point, all right, we're gonna share up here. From my vantage point, where I sit in the press box broadcasting the games, it almost looks like when the ball gets away from the catcher and you've got that one maybe split second where you have no idea where it is. That looks like maybe one of the worst feelings on a baseball field. Is that accurate?
It's terrible. You know, you don't know where it is, and people are screaming at you. It's definitely hard to figure out where it is, but luckily on that specific play, it was right there for me.
Then in the eighth inning, unfortunately, we had fallen behind 5-2, but you got a home run leading off the inning, a 3-0 pitch. And those are kind of, I guess, maybe tricky scenarios. You get a 3-0 pitch, and when you hit it 400-plus feet like you did yesterday off the scoreboard, hey, great, we hammered a 3-0 pitch. You get a 3-0 pitch, and you pop it up to shortstop, it's like, wait, why was he swinging 3-0? So as a hitter, obviously you don't want to think about the negative, but what's the approach on 3-0?
On 3-0, it's got to be in your happy zone. It's got to be right there for you to drive. And anything else, you take it. Hey, if it's a strike, you got two more to work with. But on that specific pitch, it was right where I wanted it. So I put a good swing on it, and it happened to go out.
Then got another RBI in the ninth inning with the bases loaded walk, which is about the easiest RBI you can get.
Oh, that's easy. I mean, all you got to do is look at pitches and get to first. It's that simple.
You know, you had a lot of fun up there in Chicago, Kane County. You say Portland, Oregon for the hometown. Obviously, you went to school there, would have gone to college there, but born in Chicago and a lot of Chicago family connections. So you had a lot of family and friends there this weekend. What was it like getting to play in front of them up in Kane County?
I mean, it's always great to play in front of family. It doesn't happen very often, but having them out there and showing their support for me with the five fans or whatever, they were screaming when I came up to bat, but it's definitely a comfortable feeling.
And I know from Twitter, I was joking with Mason Katz earlier this year. Whenever I mention him in Twitter, our timeline explodes for a few minutes. And it's kind of the same with you, and it's people from all over the country, because it seems like, I think you got family in every state, it seems like. And it's got to be great knowing that they're following you. And 10 years ago, they wouldn't have been able to follow you so easily. Now they can on social media. That's got to be really, really cool for you to be able to let them follow you and see that they're supporting you and following you and then interacting with you as well.
It's very convenient, you know, being able to reach out to fans and family over social media. And I even think my grandma's on social media checking me out. So it's always a satisfying feeling to have them, and it's a great support system.
I know unfortunately we didn't get a win up there in Kane County, but you had a couple big days with some big hits. But was that the highlight, getting the home run, or was the food across the street from the hotel the highlight of the trip? Because it was for me.
The Portillo's has got that was probably number one. Actually, no, seeing my family was number one, and then going to Portillo's. You know, it's baseball at the same time. So we got a couple more games here, and then we're going to continue to keep playing.
Well, the manager almost made it required that you guys went to Portillo's getting off the bus the first day, didn't he?
Well, I tried to get us to go after the game for a post-game meal, but I mean, mean, that's how it goes.
Yeah, we had the nice lasagna instead. As we get going here, you've been catching now for, 3 months as far as spring training this goes. Obviously started doing it last fall. As we translate into games, what have you found is maybe more difficult than you thought it might be? And on the flip side, what's maybe come a little easier than you thought it might?
Taking a step back and realizing the situation in your pitchers, just knowing the staff and figuring out what sequences to go with, that's been the most difficult part. But at the same time, you're having fun. I mean, I'm having a blast out here and just looking forward to the rest of the season.
You were with us last year for just a couple of months, the end of April to the beginning part of June before going to State College. I know it's just a year later. You're still 19, which boggles my mind, and I'm sure it does others a little bit as well when you see the 1994 born in for a guy like me born in the 70s. But you seem like a more mature 19-year-old here than a lot of the 19-year-olds we see. What has changed the most about you from the 2 months you played here last year to now being really one of the veterans on this club?
I think it's just the way that I've grown up, and having that opportunity to come up here last year was very helpful for me, because now I know what to expect coming in this year, and just having that advantage has really matured me, and I'm just going to continue to keep being a student of the game and continue to keep working.
We've had some fun with the giveaways here so far this year. We had the Carson Kelly Oyo earlier than the Alex Reyes one. We've got Rob Kaminsky's coming up next month. The posters, Rob went first, and now you're coming up this on Sunday. Reyes actually got his in there as well. So what's it been like for you guys kind of seeing yourselves on giveaways?
It's weird. It's definitely weird. You have your own little action figure. We were actually playing catch with our action figures earlier today, so that's – I mean, maybe we'll get Rob a bat and see if he can hit.
I think you might be able to. That'd be fun.
That'd be cool. We can actually get like a little game going.
You guys are all kind of grouped together, the three of you, 19 years old and all kind of top prospects. What's it like? You catch them, obviously, both of them, and Alex and Rob. So what's it like kind of learning the game with them?
I mean, both of them have tremendous ability. Coming in and just sometimes they blow me away with, wow, their stuff is really good. We're all still very young, and we're just going to continue to keep learning, hopefully we go up together and continue to build relationships together.
What they both have, is it more fun to catch one of those big hooks from one of them or the 95-96 from Alex?
Probably the hooks. The 95-96, it's just hopefully it's right there.
Last question here. I know working with Steve Bean, another catcher, he's out there today and hitting in the 4 slot. When I talked to him out here last week, he said he likes to pick your brain about hitting, and you pick his brain about catching. So from your vantage point, what's that relationship been like? You guys share the time, and a lot of times when he's catching, you're DHing and vice versa. And then obviously Jerwins has been catching longer than both of you guys. So what's it like kind of working with the two of them?
Having those guys here to reference and go to, it really helps me out a lot, because this is my first time. Don't really know what to expect, and having the comfort of being able to go to talk to them and approach them, and it kind of calms me down, and just very, very fortunate to have those guys here.
Well, I didn't realize we didn't have you out here last year, and I know when we tried earlier this year, you were in the lineup, so you had to go catch in the bullpen or had a show and go and had to get out there and stretch. So we're not going to say I'm glad you had the day off today, but I'm glad you were able to get on here and be on the pregame show with us. I appreciate your time.
Well, I appreciate it, but I was going to try to go the whole year without coming on here, but I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
I know you were. You saw me coming today and said no right away, but thanks for coming out and giving us some time.
I knew you were going to ask me that, though.
Carson, thanks. Appreciate it, buddy. Carson Kelly, our PeoriaMagazines.com interview here on the pregame show. As we get going for this homestand, I want to share some of the rest of the highlights that are coming on this homestand. We'll take on Burlington for 3 and Kane County for 3. First, though, let's take a look at the Midwest League standings, a big series here against Burlington, and then another one coming up against Kane County. You can see on the standings there after the series in Kane County this week, they're in first place as you take a look at the video board. 7.5 back. The Chiefs are in second. The key is the top 2 teams on June 15th when the first half ends make the playoffs. So right now the Chiefs in the wild card spot, but you can see how closely bunched that is. 4 teams within 2 games, and even after that, Wisconsin and Cedar Rapids are only 2 games further behind Quad Cities. So we've really got a bunch of teams vying for that playoff spot coming after the Chiefs, who are in the playoff spot as of today. You see Burlington, who we're playing tonight, a game and a half back. We will see both Quad Cities and Clinton before this half ends. So the Chiefs definitely are in good shape, but need to get some some wins, so make sure you cheer loud for the Chiefs today. We've got fireworks coming up for you the rest of this homestand. Thursday night at 6:30, Friday night at 7 o'clock, and Sunday night are all fireworks nights. Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Tomorrow, fireworks with the Thirsty Thursday. You see the Sunday there with the fireworks and the Friday fireworks as well. So Thursday, Friday, and Sunday are all fireworks shows. Then on Saturday, we've got the Yadier Molina bobblehead giveaway coming up on Saturday, so make sure you get here early. The first 1,000 fans will get the Yadier Molina bobblehead for the Saturday game. And you see Yachty right there in his 2002 Midwest League Championship Chiefs jersey. He wore number 30 here before he got assigned number 4 up in St. Louis. So that's what the Yadier Molina bobblehead will look like on Saturday. On Sunday, in addition to having the fireworks with the 6 o'clock game, we have our regular Sunday. So the kids get $5 tickets for a hot dog, soda, and bag of potato chips. Play catch on the field will start at 5 o'clock, and then check out the glow-in-the-dark T-shirts for the first 1,000 kids 12 and under coming up on Sunday. It's also Six Flags Day here at the ballpark, so all the kids that are 4 feet and under, 48 inches and under, get a free ticket to Six Flags St. Louis on Sunday. And we just talked to Carson Kelly. His poster, presented by PJStar.com, showed up today. Those look fantastic. The Carson Kelly poster will be given away to the first 1,000 fans on Sunday as well. And the Chiefs players will sign autographs down on the field at 5:15. And then we'll have fireworks after the game on Sunday. So it's an action-packed weekend. 6:30 with fireworks Thursday, 7 o'clock with fireworks, and the flat screen Friday coming up on Friday night. And then on Saturday, we'll have the Yadier Molina giveaway and all of the activities going on here on Sunday. Tonight, sit back, relax, have some fun. Hopefully we'll be getting this tarp off the field soon and ready to play baseball as the Chiefs take on the Bees. Thanks for spending your Wednesday with us here at Dozer Park.